It's Teddy, Caravan Film Crews, and you are going to watch a screen capture of me editing the Invictus Champions Banquet video for 2019. We're just going to get into it. So what I'm doing now is I am pulling all of the footage that I need for the video and the photos that I need for the video into the timeline. I'm also syncing up the audio and the video here. Next, I am going to get into choosing the music. Choosing the music is a crucial part of the editing process. I'm listening to a lot of songs here. Finally picked some, downloading them, I'm pulling them into the timeline. And now I'm going through all of the interview footage and I'm chopping up all the good parts from the interview that I would use into, you know, the video. So I'm just making sure that I have easy access to this stuff and that they're already pre-cut at the proper times. I'm syncing up more audio footage. I record audio separately, so you got to sync up that footage later in order to, you know, make sure that it's lined up right. And I use a software called Pluralize. I'm also creating a submix on the audio files. I'm also normalizing the audio files so that, you know, the peaks and the valleys are in relatively close range to each other, so that when I adjust the volume across all those audio files, it'll sound good. Against the music anyway. Pulling in more footage, pulled in the flyer now, and now I'm color correcting. I'm making sure all the color looks good. Putting the logos in the video. Keep in mind, this is a 7.5 hour video that I'm condensing into like 4 minutes and some change. Now I'm actually sequencing the B-roll footage to layer on top of the audio. So you're going to see me jump from the different projects that are there into, you know, the timeline and pulling in footage that I'm gonna portray on top of the audio that's being spoken on. I'm also doing the same for photography, making sure that the right size of photos are uniform throughout the timeline. And I was also adding transitions to that. Or not transitions, but keyframes. Again, picking out B-roll and resizing it, adding, you know, placing it within the footage at the right times. And you're gonna see the video at the end of it, what it looks like. And keep in mind, man, I've edited this video for the last 3-4 years now, every year. So I know where a lot of this footage is at. I know what I want to use. And if I didn't, it would probably take longer to do a video like this. Now I'm warp stabilizing the footage. You know, for this kind of video at 5 minutes and 30 seconds, this video is a $1,200 edit. Normally what I would charge for this at, you know, on April 5th, 2019, when Bitcoin's at 4,998, I would charge about $1,200 for an edit like this. There's a lot that goes into it. And like I said, it's, you know, it's roughly 8 hours, about 7.5 hours of work to do this. Now I'm adding transitions and keyframing them, setting their opacity throughout. And now I'm adding text for, you know, lower thirds, and boom, we hit the export. Export took about like 30 minutes.
For a cause that is not for ourselves, not us as a staff, not us as a community, regardless of our sponsorships and the amount of money we have thrown into this thing, that it not be about me, not be about us, but for the cause that is our kids, that each kid and our child knows what character is, that they really believe that they can excel in academics and that they strive to be a champion in every phase of their life.
My name is John Lee. I'm from Elk Grove, and got both my daughters in today for their first basketball camp. You know, just the Invictus have done a lot in the community. I've got to know Coach V and them for the last couple of years now, and just really love all the programs they have. A great community event, bring the whole Elk Grove community together, and the kids just had a blast.
Hi, my name is Corey, and I live in South Sacramento. I think this program is awesome. It's very great for our community. The boys are learning a lot. I'm definitely bringing them back tomorrow and any other event that they have.
The program, from what I'm seeing, is really awesome. They're bringing kids up to the mountain. A lot of kids that haven't had the opportunities to snowboard, ski, be in the snow at all. So bringing them up here, giving them lessons, showing them the ropes, how to do it. It just gives them a good experience. You know, getting out of their comfort zones, getting into something that they, have never done before.
I'm from Elk Grove, California.
What are your passions in life right now?
I really like to play soccer and rugby, and I like going to school, especially because we have these academies that help lead into our careers. So I want to do like kinesiology and exercise science and stuff like that.
The first guy that said yes to a guy, I had no PowerPoint presentation, I had no business plan, I was not even a nonprofit yet, we didn't have a board members like we do now, we had no community sponsors 4.5 years ago, and the first guy that said, V, I got you, was Scott Jones. And this cat's a Republican now, and I'm a Democrat. But when it comes down for what we need to do for our kids, let's put all that political BS aside and let's get done what we need to get done.
So I realized then that we had to change the way we do business. We can't just go out and arrest our way out of problems, because that just doesn't work in our community. We had to find a way to connect with the youth. We started the Sheriff's Activities League. What we wanted to do was target the 7th, 8th grade level. So to this day, we've got a full 8 deputies that do nothing but intervention programs on a daily basis. I supervise the unit, and we've partnered with Coach V. We help him with his football camp every year and anything that he asks us to do. So we really believe in what he's doing and what everybody in this room is doing, because you're obviously here because you care about Invictus, which means you care about the youth in your community. So that's great. One last thing, everybody has a different definition of what an at-risk kid is. And my definition is any kid with free time. So it doesn't matter where you live, where you come from Oak Park to Granite Bay, kids with free time are at risk.
Hey, for all of you that enjoyed yourself today, as a witness, please save your pennies and get to Torrey Pines. The tournament down there is phenomenal. Get there extra early, play an extra round, and you will have a blast. But thank you guys, thanks for coming out today. This is a really great cause. It's paying dividends in our community and everywhere around, so thank you so much.
Coach V here. I just wanted to give a huge shout out and a thank you to our entire volunteer staff, and then also to our community partners that continue to donate and support at each one of our 3 events, at our Champions Banquet in the spring, our golf tournament here at Valley High, and our Torrey Pines tournament as well. All of your contribution and the love it is that you give at those events help us to put on this very first free youth basketball camp, along with our other programs, for absolutely free for the youth and the community of the 916 and abroad. And a special shout out to our corporate partners out there that continue to give so much generosity and love to us. AT&T, PG&E, Republic Services, and our community partners, Capital, the City of Elk Grove, and the entire Elk Grove City Council, and to every one of you that continue to contribute to what it is that we do. It is our hope that each child in our program knows what character is. They make choices that reflect the highest level of integrity, that they absolutely believe that they can excel in academics, and that they strive to be a champion in every phase of your life. Be tuned in. More programs in every sport, from snowboarding to skiing, flight lessons with the Young Eagles program, as well as more basketball camp coming at you from the Invictus Youth Foundation. # for the kids.